Long before Rome reached its heights of glory, the area around the Aegean Sea was populated with various city-states and kingdoms, from the Mycenaean Greeks to Troy, where our story begins. It is the Bronze Age, where the first sparks of civilization start. The story of Rome's origins is shrouded in myth, and a lot of it is based on Greek writings. The city of Troy was ruled by King Priam and his sons, who were Trojan princes. They had maintained mostly neutral, though at times strained relations with the Greek city-states in mainland Greece. One day the Greek king of Sparta, named Menelaus, hosted a diplomatic party with the Trojans. Unfortunately, one of the Trojan princes, named Paris, fell for Menelaus' wife, Helen. Those familiar with the story of the Trojan War know it all by now. Paris and Helen flee to Troy. A coalition of Greek city-states declare war on the Trojans. Heroes such as Achilles and Trojan Prince Hector make a name for themselves in war and in death. And finally, after many years of constant bloodshed, the Greeks tricked the Trojans through the famous wooden horse and sacked the city, killing all of the Trojans inside. However, there were some Trojans who survived, and here begins the story of Aeneas. Aeneas was, if myth is to be believed, the son of Trojan prince Anchises and the goddess of beauty Venus, or Aphrodite in Greek. After the sack of Troy, Aeneas and the Trojan survivors begin their journey west, searching for a new home. As they near Italy, however, a storm throws them off course. They instead land in the Phoenician city of Carthage. Carthage was, at the time, governed by Dido, a Phoenician princess who was forced to flee her ancestral homeland for survival. She founded Carthage and would welcome the Trojan prince Aeneas and his followers. Aeneas and Dido fall in love, becoming lovers for about a year. However, Aeneas is reminded by the gods of his real fate, to found a new city for the Trojan people. After Aeneas sets sail, Dido breaks down from her loss. She burns herself and Aeneas' possessions on a pyre, committing suicide. As she dies, she curses Aeneas and his descendants forever, which foreshadows the bloody wars between Rome and Carthage, but that is a tale for another future video. After spending some time in Sicily, Aeneas finally reaches the Italian heartland. A Latin king named Latinus welcomes Aeneas and his Trojans. Latinus' daughter, Lavinia, was promised to Turnus, king of the Italian Rutuli people, but Latinus would instead marry her to Aeneas after hearing a prophecy telling him to do so. Because of this, Turnus declares war on Aeneas. In the ensuing battle, Aeneas' Trojans prevail. During the duel between Aeneas and Turnus, Aeneas kills Turnus as revenge for Turnus' killing of a relative of Aeneas, and thus ends the tale of the Aeneid, written by the Roman poet Virgil, detailing one of Rome's main origin stories. There is a second story in relation to the Aeneid, which details the founding of the city itself. According to legend, King Numitor of Alba Longa's daughter, named Rhea Silvia, had two sons named Romulus and Remus by the war god Mars. However, King Numitor was deposed by his brother Amulius. Amulius ordered the two infants to be drowned in a river, but they survived. The two brothers washed ashore on the Palatine Hill, where they were cared for by a she-wolf until found by the shepherd Faustulus. The twin brothers would work as warriors under the shepherd and his band. Once learning of their true identity, however, they attacked Alba Longa, killing their treacherous relative Amulius and restoring their grandfather Numitor to the throne. The brothers then decided to found a settlement on the site where they had been saved as infants. However, in a petty argument that ensued, Remus was killed by his brother Romulus. Romulus would become the ruler of the settlement, which was named Rome, after Romulus.